Trying to see if we got sound. Lord willing, y'all can hear me on here. Trying to see if we got sound. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. First and foremost, I want to give our praises and our honor and our glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Yahweh being the Most High God and Yahushai is who the world and he calls Jesus the Christ. And I want to give double honors where honors is due to the apostles and the elders who've been ruling well through the Spirit, bringing forth 100% of the Most High doctrine to the best of their ability in great millstones, starting with Elder Tahara on down, right? And the men underneath them that's ruling well through the Spirit. And a mighty shalom for the hopeful elect scattered four corners of the earth in different congregations and out congregations, teaching his word and believing in his word, right? Lord willing, the Most High continue to have it on your spirit to endure. And Lord willing, one day he'll have us all singing the same song. For the wives and the single sisters out there that's believing in his word, constantly doubling up and trying to be a better woman, a better wife, and a better sister in ministry. Lord willing, the Most High continue to have you enduring this thing. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that is not in the faith, right? So Lord willing, this video is edifying for the hopeful elect, whoever you may be, wherever you may be at, right? You know, it's a beautiful day. There's some spirits outside, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's this one dude, he yelling at himself, having a whole conversation. It was a sister over here, a Jake sister, that had a belt and was whipping the air and cussing like, "Oh, you motherfucker, you better." I really don't know. I really do not know. But when I tell you it is spirits on this strip right now. So Lord willing, through the spirit, some type of edification could come out. Led by the Spirit. You see the title of this, the title of the live. It says, "Get your faith in order." Right. Right now, you should be always watching the news, watching your surroundings. Let alone looking how brothers speak, how brothers teach. Look at your own nation. Look at the nations that's around you. Right. Look at over things overseas, right? You should be searching the news, right? Shoot, I even got to do better at that even too, right? Even if I do a little bit, I still got to do more, right? And before we even get into it, Lord willing, we can tap into this topic, but I am just going to show this. Where is that? Show you this dumb article right here. This article, I just seen this today. It says, Human Rights Campaign claims the LGB 123 Sesame Street people are facing greatest threat in history. Declares state of emergency. For the first time in its 4-decade history, America's largest LGBTQ elemental P civil rights organization had declared a national state of emergency for members of that community. The Human Rights Campaign on Tuesday. Americans are living in a state of emergency, multiplying the threats facing millions in our community are not just perceived. And it's another article where teachers do not have to give the consent to tell the mother and father that they're transitioning kids to another gender, right? And like I said before, like my wife had told me, my son, my little man was acting, doing his little play, and this damn school made a little boy dressed like a female. And he didn't want to, right? So why we in trying times, we hear rumors of war, right? Jake still moving rebellious towards the Most High in all angles, right? In this truth and out this truth, right? So the main verse that I wanted to bring out, just to kick it off, right, is Matthew 23, verse 25 to 28. It says, "Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye make clean the outside of the cup and of the platter, but within they are full of extortion and excess. Thou blind Pharisee, cleanse first that which is within the cup and platter, that the outside of them may be clean also. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye are like unto white sculptures, which indeed appear beautiful outward, but are within full of dead men's bones. And of all uncleanness, even so ye also outwardly appear righteous unto men, but within ye are full of hypocrisy and iniquity." Right? And this, even if this is directed toward the scribes and Pharisees, even though in this today's age, we still have scribes and Pharisees out here today. And they really care about the outward appearance than more in the inward appearance, the spirit, right? So woe unto you. Woe unto you teachers that pick up this Bible and are always worried about the outward appearance, but not fixing the inward appearance. And even on another level, all men and women that are black, Latinos, and natives should always examine the inward part of themselves instead of the outward, right? And the inward you would try to rearrange the way that you think and the way that you walk, right? And the way that you lead, right? Because in the end all be all, the elect is going to get saved on this side, right? And a lot of us should desire to be part of that number, right? America is on its last leg and it's about to be destroyed with thermal nukes, right? You keep hearing of rumors of war, and they even say in certain news articles that America, out of all countries, is slacking when it comes to the army, right? They don't have enough recruits, right? So then in a minute, eventually, they're gonna start doing a draft, recruiting people. And let me see if I can look that up. Let me see. I don't think they're gonna let me post it. I mean, see it. America. Let me see if this title works. Wow. I ain't gonna lie, this part is very hilarious. It's a man named Dakota Wood. This man said 2 years ago, and I guess he still has this statement. He says, yes, the American military is weak. Their own nation is, you got a man that been in the army. It says, Dakota L. Wood, who served America for 2 decades in the U.S. Marine Corps, is the senior research fellow of defense programs. And he says the United States military is weak. Yo, in America, watch, I'm about to show you something too. America's military is weak because they're continually promoting this bullcrap. They showing pride flags, happy flag, just for the YouTube sake, because they'll hurry up They'll hurry up and then flag somebody for speaking on this. You even got this. And I'm going to read it. It says, children's cartoon features non-binary characters who prefer they, them pronouns after show's crew members came out. The children's show that airs on Cartoon Network is set to release another Sesame Street Alphabet exclusive episode, according to nonprofit GLAAD. An episode of We Baby Bears, scheduled to premiere on June 17th, will feature two non-binary characters who prefer to use they, them pronouns, right? And this, we gotta oversee what our children watching. America's military is weak. I should have titled the YouTube that, right? Because they're too busy having a mind on other agendas, right? It's another one. I'm just giving y'all the news. It says, what have we become? Topless transgenders at a White House parade event sparks outrage. I'm just reading what the article say. America's military is weak and they have their mind somewhere else. This is why Israel, the black Latinos and natives, the ones that probably got their mind in La La Land, we need to come back to our actual power. I'm going to just bring out the precept we always bring out. Isaiah 55:6. And it reads, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Right? We got to seek the Lord, man. We got to seek out the history. Try to even remember things of old. Right? Like how Israel continued to keep on sinning and the Lord kept bringing you to oppressors. Read the book of Judges. Let alone read the book of Jeremiah. Let's get into something with Jeremiah. See if we can get some edification out of this thing. I'm trying to get to the main point. Right? So, going out, dealing with, prophesying either to the wind or prophesying to your brothers and sisters about future events. So I'm about to use this history from the prophet of Jeremiah to show when the Lord always compelled Jeremiah to teach to Israel of, you know what, I'm about to send a great king of Babylon to come and take you. So let's just try to go right into it, right? This is Jeremiah chapter 34, verse 1. It says, the word which came unto Jeremiah from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, when Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon and all his army, and all the kingdoms of the earth of his dominion, and all the people fought against Jerusalem, and against all the city thereof, saying, thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the power of Israel, go speak to Zedekiah, king of Judah, and tell him, thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, behold, I will give this city into the hand of the king of Babylon, and he shall burn it with fire. And thou shalt not escape out of the hand, but shalt surely be taken, delivered into his hand. And thy eyes shall behold the eyes of the king of Babylon, and he shall speak with thee mouth to mouth, and thou shalt go to Babylon. Yet hear the word of Yahweh Shem Shai, O Zedekiah king of Babylon. Thus saith Yahweh Shem Shai of thee, thou shalt not die by the sword. So the Lord had Jeremiah speak to Israel, but directly speak to Zedekiah that the Lord is going to send the king of Babylon, which is Nebuchadnezzar. It's going to be a great captivity. And what we doing now in this America is trying to speak on the downfall of this Babylon. So we have to spiritually and mentally come out of here and actually get your faith in order. If you're not getting your faith in order, you're not going to have faith that this place is going to be destroyed. You're not going to believe that the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is going to even come take you, right? And let me get a precept on that faith, right? Handy dandy notes. This Colossians chapter 2, verse 5. For though I be absent in the flesh, yet am I with you in the spirit, joying in beholding your order, in the steadfastness of your faith in Hamashiach. Right? He might not be with us in the flesh, but in the spirit, Hamashiach Yahushua is here. And that goes even more back to John chapter 15, abiding in Hamashiach Yahushua. Right? And I'm gonna go to John, even though I bring this out all the time. It's just the Gospels is so good, man. Right? I'm going to get into that. Wait, hold on. It just sent me somewhere else. Okay. So I'm going to bring out this Luke chapter 8, verse 15. But first I'm going to bring out the John. Right? Because through the Spirit, Hamashiach Yahushua is with us evermore. But only to the ones that actually truly believe, man. This is St. John chapter 15, verse 4. And this is what it reads. It says, abide in me and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine, no more can ye, except ye abide in me. And that goes right off of Matthew, the 23rd chapter, when we talk about a lot of us is worried about the outward appearance, but we're not worried about the inward appearance. And your inward appearance, Hamashiach Yahushua should be abiding in you, let alone the spirit of Yahushua is prophecy, right? And we should be devouring as much as we can of the Lord's wisdom, right? You want to feel like Solomon and ask for wisdom and knowledge, man. Because America is going to be destroyed. It's on its last crippled leg, right? And a lot of us is enjoying ourselves, and we might not even believe America is the land of the free. It's not going to get destroyed, right? Because I watched a video earlier today on TikTok, a black dude saying that America is not a racist country, right? It's a land of the free, right? It was even some blacks that came here freely. Well, it is Israelites that actually came here freely. But this place was made to be Egypt, spiritual Egypt and Sodom, right? Daughter of Babylon, right? The revival of Rome. This place is supposed to be a captivity. This is supposed to be the belly of the whore, right? This is our hell because a lot of Israel is not in no ruler position. It doesn't matter if you have money in the bank. If your face is not on your money, you are still a slave nigga, right? And this is even more, right? Let me get that. I think it's Luke, the 3rd chapter, right? Because America is doing the same thing as Caesar Augustus. Luke chapter 3, no, Salaki. Luke chapter 2. Luke chapter 2, verse 1. It says, and it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus, in that all the world should be taxed. And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria, and all went to be taxed, every one into his own city. In America, America down there tax everybody, right? We are in the hands of our oppressors, and that's why the Lord made the men of Israel go out to the highways and byways and speak to those dead bones, right? Because them dead bones want to do whatever the hell they want, but they're swallowed up in drunkenness. But it's not off a strong drink. It's off philosophies of men, right? And it's hard to break over that veil when our brothers and sisters do not have a desire for it. I think I said Luke 8 and 15. Let me see. Good ground. Okay. Oh yeah, Con. This is Luke 8 and 15. But that on the good ground are they which in an honest and good heart, having heard the word, kept it, and bring forth fruit with patience. Right? A lot of us have to be symbolic to that hard ground, which will actually hear the word and bring forth fruit. But a lot of us is actually some damn thorns, right? With some damn tears. A lot of us have our ears closed. We're not circumcised in the ear. That's why a lot of us won't be able to receive the ministry of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? This is why death has to come. This is why war has to come, right? And America was created to be destroyed. It was created just to be destroyed, right? So some people might say America is actually the land of Israel. No, it's not. This place was made to be destroyed, right? And first, I didn't think I would have to bring this out, but I guess we have to. But go to 2nd Esdras, the 16th chapter, dealing with Jacob trouble, because Jacob trouble is going to be the worstest thing we have ever seen on earth, let alone in America, right? And I think I'm going to start, I really want to, I'm going to start at 16. Let me start at 15. It says, the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundations of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. So the plagues that's going to come, just like COVID came, that thing didn't turn back around. It went worldwide. And it consumed a lot of people in Buffalo, New York, and many other places, let alone devouring fires, just like what happened in Canada. We have this in California. You have fires in multiple places, right? But it's a lot of plagues that's happening in this place, and Bill Gates is talking about another pandemic happen, and it's going to be worse than the first. We have a pandemic right now. I'm gonna call it the Rainbow Crew, or not even the Rainbow Crew. We're gonna call it the Brady Bunch, just for YouTube's sake, because they'll flag a video if you say anything against them, right? A lot of us want to speak good of America, but don't want to ever speak on the bad. A lot of us don't want to hear about the destruction of this place because we don't want to accept it. We want this place to continue to keep going forever and ever. This is not a damn energized battery, right? I'm going to go back to that. We're going to still tap into that, right? Now I got to get a little crispy. You got this man over here that was sitting near me. This man walking around looking at crack holes just to pick up cigarettes, man. Talking to himself. This is America, man, is so destroyed. That man's supposed to be living it up right now. Right? I'm going to just go to the point. This is Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh Shema Shai of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh Shema Shai have indignation forever. They are constantly building America, constantly building to different countries, Sweden, Ireland, Europe, Rome, Italy, Canada. Esau is constantly building, but Yahweh Shema Shai is going to come and destroy. You know the video, not the video game, but you can get it as an app. I forgot the name. It's a game where they stack up the little wooden cubes, and you take out one piece, and if you, I don't know how it works, but if you take the piece out incorrectly or not smooth, the whole thing fall. That's how America is gonna fall. It's gonna fall just like that game, man. It's gonna have a great fall. The Twin Towers is the best symbolic example of America falling. America is like a high monument to everything in the world. It is going to fall. It's going to be destroyed, right? Let me get a, shit is crazy. It's crazy out here, man. Y'all be safe outside, man. Right? Let me see if I can get this. Yeah, that's what I want. This is Job 9:4. It says, he is wise in heart and mighty in strength, who have hardened himself against him and have prospered. Only the nation of Idumea prospered. That's why they have dukes in their nation, right? Dukes would be governors or men or men, chief men of war. Where you could look at the Borgia, Borgia family. Giovanni, he was a duke. Timon, he's a duke. And you have a lot of dukes out here through the spirit now. You have Timon damn near in Russia right now. The wise men in Esau, right? You have to know the best engineers is in Russia. The best engineers is in Russia. The best engineer is just in the nation of Idumea, right? The so-called Caucasian race, regardless if they accept it or not. They have the best engineers that can make biowarfare and that can make nukes, right? Look at Old Hyman. Lord willing, I'm saying his name correctly, right? You got Job 12:14. It says, behold, he breaketh down, and it cannot be built again. He shutteth up a man, and there can be no opening, right? The Lord is going to break down their rulership, right? Let me go to another precept, right? Got to go to the precept I always bring out, Daniel 2:21. You got to. We're going to go back to that because I got another one in Job, right? This is Daniel chapter 2, verse 21. It says, he changeth the times and the seasons, and removeth kings and set up kings. That's the point I wanted. And the Lord is going to remove the nation of Idumea and all these nations. He's going to move them from rulership. And then he's going to set up a new rulership, which is going to be under Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. The 12 apostles, the 144,000 who would be the government, right, of Yahweh Shema Shai. And then underneath the 1/3. And all other nations that will be preserved after this destruction is going to be servants underneath this great kingdom that will be forever and ever and ever. The Lord is going to remove, he set up kings, he removed kings. He removed kings, set up kings. So in order for us to be set up a king has to be removed. That's just like playing chess. In order to win the game, you have to remove that king on either side. So right now, Israel is playing chess through the spirit, waiting for the Lord to remove the king on the other side, right? Lord willing, any brother or sister that's out here can hear this, you can definitely ask me, a question, or if you have something to add on, don't be afraid, man. Closed mouth don't get fed. But we have to understand through the spirit we are playing chess, and America is going to be destroyed, right? Not because I said so, because the word says so.
Mind if I ask what this is?
What this?
Like
This is
the whole thing. Like I see you sometimes when I'm writing off work. I'm just curious.
oh no, this is for our people. You know what I'm saying? We Israelites. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
Yeah.
You heard of Israelites?
Yeah.
Okay, so we out here. I'm out here to try to usher in the Black Latinos and Natives. It was a good group of our people out here, but let alone I have YouTube as a web. But it's just giving back the knowledge which we were lost. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of our brothers and sisters think that America is gonna last forever, but this place is about to be destroyed.
Yeah.
Let alone they speaking of a physical charagma. They're speaking on FEMA camps, right? Some of our brothers and sisters are going to die for this word, and there's going to be a great day called Jacob's Trouble, where you ever see the movie, the Book of Eli?
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Okay, so that is symbolic to what it says in the scriptures, that a man would be trying to go from city to city and won't find a man,
Yeah.
and that's in the scriptures. Like, do you believe in the Bible?
Of course.
You do?
Yeah.
So you believe Jesus Christ is a so-called black man, right?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
If I pull my bike or
Yeah,
something?
man. Nah, man. Come on, man.
I don't want to interrupt your broadcast.
No. You good. This is who I'm out here for, man. I'm out here for brothers like you that actually want to hear the word. Even that sister, she a Jake, that brother right there.
Yeah.
But a lot of us don't want to hear it. Just like how you was riding and going where you was going. Look, is a scripture on that, right? And that's amazing that you put up, bro.
Mind if I pop a cigarette?
I mean, you could do whatever you want. I can't control you.
Oh, I'm in your space though. I don't want to disturb anything.
Nah, you ain't gonna disturb me. You know what I'm saying? But this right here is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. It says, man's going are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own ways? So you probably was going wherever you was going. Your mind, yeah, you said you seen me, but today, however, the Lord chose to make you pull over and stop, and you ask a question. But you could have asked a question any other time.
True.
And
True.
me, I believe in a higher power more than I believe in my own self.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I believe off of that, maybe whatever is in this thing, the Lord wanted you to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless, even if you don't accept what I'm saying, some of these things you're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever heard of the mark of the beast?
I believe so. Like in reference.
Like in Revelations 13, it talks about in order to buy and sell, you would need a mark.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Right. So I could show you something right now showing that they actually promoting this right now. So right now we living in a time of prophecy. And me, I don't like being a liar. You know what I'm saying? So technically, I'd rather let God be true and every man a liar.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna show you one thing right here. I'm gonna show y'all too. Of course, everybody on the YouTube seen this, but you can read that right now.
Yo, that's fucking. Yeah, that's some shit right there. I don't know about that shit.
Okay, I got one more to show you, right? This right here is a video I already showed you on YouTube, everyone. But I'm gonna show this kind brother right here. This is the same thing, but this is an actual commercial. So you hold it and watch it.
Yeah.
So the brother about to watch the Karagma commercial. He never seen this before. And I'm gonna bring out the verse for y'all. This is Revelations 13, verse 16, 17. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So a lot of us will have to consent to this new society, just like you read in Maccabees, right? And I'm gonna bring that out. Why the brother's still watching the commercial. This is First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 42. I'm gonna start at verse 41. It says, moreover, the king Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and every one should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. So a
Jesus.
lot of us is going to consent to this mark right here, man.
Yeah, you're gonna be forced to consent. They're gonna tell you can't take cards, we can't take cash, we can't do checks, and then the last thing they're gonna want you, well, you got this nice little implant, and we'll give it to you for free.
Right, but see, look, and just because you said that, look, any black Latino that take this is what's gonna happen, bro. And I got family,
Yeah.
so we gotta go hard to not take it. And if you don't take it, why not try to serve the Lord, right?
Yeah.
And this is, if anybody do take it, this is what's gonna happen. This is Revelations 14, 9 and 10. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out with mixture into a cup of indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of all the angels and in the presence of all the lambs.
So basically, what the Bible's saying is like, you get that implant shit to buy shit, you're gonna be buying a ticket, a one-way ticket to pain and suffering from
Yeah,
God.
yeah, and you gonna die. So look,
Yeah.
now without my words, I'm gonna go to Google and we gonna type in the Salaki, daughter of Babylon. And this is Google. This is what Google said who the daughter of Babylon is.
Reveals the prophetic. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, the prophetic future. That's really fucking specific.
Yeah, and
It's
that,
not even like, the whole world. It's like, nah, this is the prophet of the United States of America.
right, and that said it straight. But when you go in the Bible, it's Revelation 18. It just say Babylon.
Yeah.
So if it's saying on Google, and man, the other nations created Google,
Yeah.
that must mean the nations know.
Yeah.
And it's verses to show the nations know who they is and they know who we is.
Yeah.
So all these things is to keep us in derision and to keep us away from the Lord.
Keep us distracted so we don't see the true light.
Right. Now look, this is a sidebar. You do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Now, even if that's cigarette box, because I was a dude that smoked weed, smoked blacks and cigarettes and sold drugs.
Yeah.
So I did what you did. Now, when you look on the box of cigarettes, it would tell you contain nicotine, could cause cancer.
Yeah.
So just like how we might see that, but we might not take it into consideration because we have it in our spirit or our flesh, man. I don't even care, man. I don't care, man. I love my body, but I don't even care. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is why they constantly feed it to us. Porn. A lot of us love sex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was dealing with porn. It was an addiction. But I had to throw that out because that shit don't do nothing for me, let alone I'm watching another man butt ass naked fuck a whole nother woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's wrong. Let alone, I don't know if you know, this might be deep for people out there. Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah.
Okay, now the word alien means foreigner.
Yep.
So when you say aliens, it's really the angels of the Lord. It's in the Bible.
Yeah.
Angels, them chariots. I could show you another video.
Oh shoot! Like I already know about that. Like they be talking about they finding pictograms and hieroglyphics with chariots and shit. And it's
Yeah,
like,
now if
fucking
if they find pictures of something, it's like our ancestors probably was drawing it because all our forefathers used to look up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they look up and they see fucking angels in the sky. How is they gonna describe that shit? Well, chariots and fire.
Right. See, our brothers and sisters, they knew what it was
Yeah.
because it was in scriptures.
Yeah.
But all other nations, they couldn't get it.
Yeah.
Right? Like this one right here. This is before the Twin Towers fell. Our bodies can't be in it, and those is black men because it shows it in scriptures. Showing him videos of some chariots, man.
Yo, what the fuck? Bruh. Bruh. See, now that's some shit I ain't seen before. Fuck, let me get on this train before I mess up.
Hold on. One more. Just one more. Just to Like I said, if you ever get like real interested, my YouTube channel is right there. You can put it on your phone.
Got you. Let me do that. I was just about to ask for that too.
And just click the picture. I mean, click the video.
Yeah, got you.
You know what I'm saying? You got to make God true and every man a liar. So I'm not here trying to speak on my own words. But let alone, if the brother has two eyes to see, let him see. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
You know what I'm saying? This is what we out here for, man. Because I want to get the hell up out of here.
I feel that. Shit, you out here doing something better with your life, and I can't do anything but respect that.
Hey, all praises, man. Right? Continuously, you know, bringing out edification daily in those page about everything in the scriptures. Wait,
I just hit the follow.
oh yeah, no, just click that. Click that one good time just to give you some faith before you leave, man. Then we gonna hop back into where we was at, y'all.
Yeah, I'm sorry I disrupted.
No, you didn't. This is edifying.
Gotcha.
That was in New Jersey,
Jesus.
and that's a year ago. But everybody else in the video gonna say it's aliens.
Yeah.
But people that really these scriptures are gonna know those are the men of the Lord.
Yeah.
None of us. If they allow you to see them, you going like it's another one. It's in the news where the National Guard or whoever Air Force they seen black men coming out of a spaceship in the air, and they looked at like they own the galaxy.
Bruh.
But you know, some of those things is not made for everybody to see.
Yeah.
You know, now if you do see it, it's supposed to get you in to start changing your life.
Yeah.
If it don't change your life, that was just a waste for you, but it might be not a waste for somebody else.
For some of the other people, yo, that's
Right.
fucking crazy. And that was in New Jersey
Yeah,
last year?
yeah,
Wow. Okay, yeah. You out here on the regular, right?
yeah. Mostly I come out here on Fridays, and then Saturdays I'm in other places.
Got you. Yeah, nah, this is interesting. I'm gonna check out some of your videos.
All right, King.
You have a blessed one.
You have a better one. You know what I'm saying? This is what we out here for, man. To feed your brothers and sisters, right? Because I could give him law, yes. That brother was smoking. He was chiefing the hell out that damn cigarette. But me telling him law is not going to compel him. But as soon as I show him prophecies, that thing will have him starstruck, right? And then after he comes in, as soon as he click these videos, he start hearing, oh, this is the law. You can't eat pork, lobster, crab, and shrimp. But you want to grasp their attention and you want to put the fear of God in your brothers and sisters, right? So now back to what we were saying in Malachi 1 and 4, where he says, they shall build, but we will tear down. Back to Job 12 and 14, and then we go straight to the other precept. It says, behold, he breaketh down, and it cannot be built again. He shutteth up a man, and there shall be no opening. So the Lord is going to break down the stronghold in the kingdom of Idumea. Job 34 and 29, it says, when he giveth quietness, who then can make trouble? And when he hideth his face, who then can behold him? Whether it be done against a nation or against a man only, right? Who's going to give this quietness, right? And it's going to be by Yahweh, giving Yahweh Shai to go, coming with all his angels and all the glory and the might of Yahweh, all the might of Abba Yahweh, right? And who can make trouble, right? When the Lord comes, guess what? All these other nations is going to go in hiding. Just like the movie 100, just like they show in YouTube video, Switzerland, right? They're already, the Lord already put a spirit in them to already get ready for what's to come. And they're making bunkers right now, right? Psalms 127, verse 1, it says, except Yahweh Shem Shai build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, and the watchman waketh, but in vain, right? It says they labor in vain that build it, right? Let's go to another precept in Nahum. Whoever built America, they built it off of iniquity. Is this it? No, that's not it. This is Nahum Chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to the bloody city! It is full of lies and robbery, and the prey departeth not. Right? Habakkuk 2 and 12. Woe unto them that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. So guess what? The nation of Idumea has to be destroyed because they builded a town, a city, with iniquity, with lies, with deception, with corruption. They have to be taken out, just like when you play chess. And if you never play chess, hey, if you don't get the physical game, download it on your phone and play it. Learn how to play it and watch. In order to lose, in order to win, you have to take the king. To lose, your king has to be checkmate. And guess what? On the day of the Lord, there's going to be a big checkmate in this place called America, man. This bitch about to go down. And there's nothing me, you, your mama, and your grandpa can do about it. Right? This is Proverbs 21 and 30. It says, there is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor the counsel against Yahweh Shem Shai. There's no wisdom or any understanding in this place that could go against the Lord. But guess what? We are weak in the flesh, and of course, this is going to go against Israel. That's why the Lord used this to sift out the weak, to sift out the stubborn, the pride brothers and sisters that don't want to listen to the Lord. Let alone there's a whole bunch of brothers and sisters that abhor, that hate Yahweh Shem Shai. They hate everything that stands for these scriptures, right? And guess what? Anybody that holds hate in their heart for Yahweh Shem Shai, guess what? You're going to have a nuke with hate on it. You're going to be destroyed. This is Matthew 12 and 30. He that is not with me is against me, and he that gathereth not with me scattereth abroad. So if you're not with Yahweh Shem Shai, hey, guess what? You're going to automatically scatter people abroad. You might not even be a teacher, and you might, just like me. I was a young man in these streets, and shoot, I had OG elders, brothers my age, and elders showing me, hey, yo, you should sell crack. You should sell heroin. Do this, get your money up. So I'm following what these brothers is doing, what these elders is doing. And guess what? I was taken abroad. I was taken the wide way, right? And that wide way leads to destruction. So every day I got to be thankful that the Lord took me out this out that hole, right? And that reminded me of Thessalonians, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 18. It says, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of the Most High and Hamashiach Yahweh Shai concerning you. He didn't want me to go that way. So he wanted to take me out of it, right? He took me away from the midst of tears, right? And it's a lot of tears in Israel. That's why 2/3 have to be destroyed. And if you don't want to be a tear, examine yourself, examine your surroundings, and ask Yahweh Shem Shai, and you shall receive. Knock and it shall be open. But if you are not continuous, sincere, and have a desire for this, you will not be taken out from tears. You might become one. You might be consumed and swallowed up, right? And that's not what the Lord wants for you. But guess what? When He comes, and that's where you occupied in, you will be destroyed where you're occupied in. If that is your occupation, you will be destroyed. Hey, and that just brings me back to a precept I always bring out. Luke the 19th chapter. And I'll start at verse 11. It says, as they heard these things, he added and spake a parable, because he was nigh to Jerusalem, and because they thought that the kingdom of the Most High should immediately appear. He said, therefore, a certain noble man went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and to return. And this noble man is Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, and the kingdom is the 12 tribes of Israel, right, on the right-hand side. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, occupy till I come, right? And this is what we're supposed to do, be occupied in the ministry, the wedding of Yahweh Shem Shai, regardless. It don't matter how cool, how popular, how ugly, how diesel, right? How much money you got, be occupied in the ministry of the Lord, right? Because you want the Lord to see you doing his business, being about him, right? It says, but his citizens hated him and sent a messenger after him saying, we will not have this man to reign over us. And those citizens would be the Pharisees and Sadducees and the low bottom Israelites that didn't want to accept Hamashiach Yahushai. It says, and it came to pass that when he was returned, having received the kingdom, then he commanded the servants to be called unto him, to whom he had given the money, that he might know how much every man had gained by trading. Yes, it's going into money, but on a deeper level, it's talking about your talents. The talents is the money, the silver, and the gold. And it's about you doubling up because you have to be fruitful. Money don't make you fruitful. Money help you buy the fruit. So how can you be fruitful with these talents? By planting a seed. You have to plant a seed, but first, the seed has to be planted in you. Remember, I don't know if y'all know, when I was a little kid, you know, the school they used to always say, or my foster mom used to say, if you eat an apple or you eat watermelon and you eat the seed will grow in you. And of course, they had a book when I used to go to school that this kid ate an apple seed and the apple tree grew in him, right? So through the spirit, we have to plant that apple seed or that orange seed in us, right? So that Yahweh Shem Shai can grow in us, right? So we can be the light in this world, right? You don't want to be of darkness when the Lord comes, right? Because you're going to just bring in people that want to be in it. Guess what? The darkness should remind you of bats. Bats see better in the dark. And you don't want a whole bunch of people cleaving to you that want to live, right, and be swallowed up in darkness. You don't want people that want to actually be the light, right? And that's like somebody wearing chains and thinking they all that popular, cool, looking good. You have to look at that as being symbolic. If you serve Yahweh Shem Shai, you would be better than a man that's popular in the world, right? You'd be a Moses, you'd be a Jeremiah, you'd be an Isaiah. Because after these men was prophesying and didn't happen, Zedekiah knew that Jeremiah was a true prophet. And you would hate to keep, oh man, that brother wild. And yo man, I had to see a brother break down some scriptures in certain areas, even in Genesis, and that brother probably just closed his ear and say, nah, bro, no, that's saying something else. Some people are not going to get the deeper things in this thing, let alone the easy things, and they feel like, hey, if two can't, guess what? If two can't agree, we shouldn't even talk with each other about scriptures. You stay in your lane, right? And sometimes through the spirit, the Lord put on me, I got to remove myself for some brothers because they want to stay in that understanding and they don't want to gang on a deeper level. Some brothers just want to push law all day, but they don't understand prophecies. So when you talk about these things, you got some brothers and some men in the whole world. I got family members saying, look, when it get crazy, I'm gonna get a gun. I'm gonna get me an AK. I'm gonna strap up. Esau was blessed with the sword. Any man, any woman thinking about a sword in that day, hey, if the Lord put that in your hand, he put that in your hand. But every man and woman should live by faith. Faith is your sword. Now, verse 16. This is Luke 19:16. It says, then came the first saying, Lord, thy pound have gained 10 pounds. And he said unto him, well, thou good servant, because thou hast been faithful in a very little, have thou authority over 10 cities. Right? This is a little moment. This is a little affliction. And if we actually occupy and double up when the Lord come, we'll be rulers of cities, towns, maybe a country. Oh, please, Lord, let me be of them number, man. I don't even know if I am, right? Lord willing, you don't let me know right now, because then I know the flesh. You'll get prideful, boastful, and think you better than somebody. Just, Lord, please allow me to if I die in your name, that I be risen first. If I don't and I endure all the way through, please allow me to continue this faith, continue this humbleness, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because I want to rule 10 cities. I want to rule over my temple, right, under your authority, right? Verse 18, it says, and the second came saying, Lord, thy pound have gained 5 pounds. And he said likewise to him, Be thou also over 5 cities. And another came, saying, Lord, behold, here is thy pound, which I have kept laid up in a napkin. And that's a lot of brothers in this truth and out this truth that's not doubling up. Let alone when you have a chance to do a video to feed the flock. The Lord, if you call yourself a teacher, do as many videos as you can. Even if you do a video and you save it and you promote it a week later, you have to always think of feeding somebody. A restaurant just don't shut down. It stays open for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because it's going to have hungry customers and they want to eat. You have to think about this ministry. The Israelites, the men and women, they are the customers of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and they need to be fed, right? This is a buffet. You can eat every day and not stop, right? We got to constantly feed, and don't just put what the Lord give you and put it in a damn freaking napkin. To me, only an idiot do that, or somebody that's brutish, somebody that has no care, right? Somebody that has no thought of what Yahweh Shem Yahushai would do unto them if they don't be occupied, right? And just because, and I believe I'm not better than nobody, this is why I go even harder, so I could be a better me. Not better than him, but be a better me. The biggest battle you have is against the nation of Idumea, the Edomites, right? The men and women of the Caucasus Mountain and many other trades, and yourself. Ourselves is the biggest hypocrites in this ministry, your damn flesh. Verse 22, no, verse 21, it says, For I fear thee, because thou art our stern man. Thou takest up that thou layest not down, and reapeth that thou didst not sow. Yo, you know what's crazy? I was just reading this yesterday. I was watching a video, a lesson 2 days ago. And this came out, and it's crazy. I'm bringing it out. Like, dude, this is how I know, man, I'm in the right ministry, man. 2 days ago, elder, who was it? No, it wasn't an elder. It was a brother in Louisiana bringing out some scriptures, and he brought out Luke. And he was talking about family, or it was something he was talking about. And out of nowhere, look, I'm bringing it. I didn't have plans to bring it, man. It's amazing, man. That's the spirit, how I'm bringing this out again, man. An all-stern man is somebody that is harsh or rough. He's bold, right? He loves you. He according to knowledge, but he's gonna be rough. He's gonna be tough. You know what, brother? You gotta get in order, brother. I need you to do this, right? I'm gonna go back to that Luke. Right? And sometimes I am harsh too. I'm a little hard on people, but hey, that's what comes with being in this ministry, man. Right? It said that he was an all-stern man. Hamashiach Yahushua is an all-stern man. A lot of people try to make Jesus Christ a freaking rainbow lover. Like, I love you. No. Hamashiach Yahushua, that noble king that come from a far country, he's an all-stern man. He's harsh. And he means what he say. So if you ain't trying to accept what he say, you might not make it. You might not make it. You might not make it, man. If you want Yahushua to be a damn soft pillow, like Araya's pillow that she got at the house, I'm sorry, it's not it. This is another thing. My kids they doing a Juneteenth at my kids' school and a Pride Month. Guess what? And my wife, she moved the same way. Guess what? They not going. We stern, we bold about this. The ministry, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, whatever he feel, whatever he say over anything, right? I don't play that. We serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua over anything, right? So verse 22, it says, He saith unto him, Out of thy own mouth will I judge thee, thou wicked servant. Thou knewest that I was an all-stern man, taking up that I laid not down, and reaping that I did not sow. Right? He was rough and bold. Yo, you knew I was coming back just to check on, did you double up? That's just like when you, no offense, I gotta use this app, I gotta use this, right? When you selling drugs and you go to your plug and he's like, yo, and I'm gonna need this back. And you trying to flip it, and you flip, you don't do good, and then it's that time to pay up and you don't have what he need, guess what? He gonna be pissed off, man. You have to double up, man, for the Lord. You got to double up for your hot Bashem Yahushai. And if you don't double up, it's going to be problems. It's going to be problems if you don't double up when when the plug get ready to collect, right? That's just like the bank, man. You take a loan, you got to pay them back with interest. If you don't pay that interest, it's going to be a problem. That's just like with Esau. You don't pay your taxes, you get rich, it's going to be a problem, right? And that's dealing with Israel too. You don't pay up spiritually, you're gonna get back what you need to get back in return. The Lord gonna take it, right? And your flesh and your soul is gonna be judged in that, right? To continue on, it says, wherefore then gavest not thou my money into the bank, that at my coming I might have required my own with usury. And he said unto them that stood by, take from him the pound, and give it to him that have 10 pounds. So he said, man, take his pound and give it to the man that has 10 pounds. And that's what the Lord would do. If you're not doubling on your talent, you doubling up for the Lord would take it and give it to somebody else. You ain't doubling up teaching people this Hebrew or teaching them the prophecies or even being a correct leader, doubling up on your leadership. Because if you're a leader in one city and then eventually people start following your understanding, which by the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, guess what? You're going to set up other leaders. But if you're not a good leader, guess what? You're going to plant other bad leaders and they're going to follow off of you. Guess what? The Lord is going to deal with you, man. Right? That's why you should always examine and observe how you're moving as a leader on down in this ministry, especially as a husband. If you ain't dwelling with your wife according to knowledge, guess what? The Lord will start making your wife through the spirit keep going back at you. Yip, 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 yap. Right? And it's the same with women too. If you're not doubling up being a wife, hey, the Lord will bring another woman in your husband's life. Not saying that, oh, I'm about to get away with you. The Lord might see you slacking somewhere and the Lord might put another fruit in the house. Guess what? Even if both of them women is fruitful, the Lord might double up because you know what? I need more. You know what? You know what I'm saying? The Lord is always doubling up for the men of the Lord. The Lord is always doubling up for the sisters, man. If a woman gets a righteous man, a righteous husband, guess what? That's the Lord giving you what you sowed in, because you reap what you sow. If you constantly have a heart that's yielding to authority, yielding to what the Lord's saying, if you have a honest spirit, the Lord will give you a righteous husband. So any woman that has a man that's serious about the Lord, you should be thankful that the Lord gave you that man, right? And you should be his peace, not a damn headache, right? You shouldn't be nagging. You should just want to be a wife and be a servant, which a woman, what a woman mean. But before I keep going, because I just said that, let me go get the homology for women. So I'm at the website called Online Etymology. You might not be able to see it. Sorry, y'all. It's right there where my finger is, if you can see it. I'll just read it because it says woman, adult female human. Literally, woman man. Woman, female servant. Woman, a wife. Right? Plus man, human being. But it says, woman is a servant. That's what it says. So a woman was made to be a servant, nothing less and nothing more. So play your role as a servant under your husband. And the man of the Lord, what is he? A servant. I am a servant under Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get this drink ready. Right? So back to it. Verse 25, it says, and they said unto him, Lord, he hath 10 pounds. For I say unto you, that unto every one which have shall be given, and from him that have not, even that he have shall be taken from him. Let's read again. For I say unto you, that unto every one which have shall be given. So even if you have, it shall be given to you. And from him that have not, guess what? Even if you have, whatever this man is not occupying and doubling up, it will be taken and it will be given unto you. Even that he have shall be taken away from him. I don't care if it's a crumb. If you're not doubling up that crumb, it will be taken from you and give it to somebody else that's more sincere. Somebody that's serious about the Lord is not playing. He's not about to give out his love and give out his knowledge and wisdom if you're not serious about this. 27, which ends it. It says, but those my enemies, which should not that I should reign over them, bring hither, slay them before me. So anyone that's not doubling up, and that goes for ones that want to be prideful, proudful, boastful, lazy, a hot girl summer, a freaking slut bucket, a freaking man, a Joanna man whore, right? You could be whoever you want to be. But if you're not being what's pleasing to the Lord, let's see it again. But those my enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. Right now, we got to act out that we want the Lord to reign over us. That's by us playing our role to the best of our ability in the spirit. Hold on, let me get this lighter. Oh man, I gotta use the bathroom. Woo! So like yeah, cause I got to go. So we might end this in a second. You know what I'm saying? Actually, if y'all wait a second, we'll just wait until these brothers walk past. You know what I'm saying? Cause I still got more I want to say, right? So like I said, man, we gotta have it in our spirit to actually double up and not waste Yahweh Shem Yahushai's time, right? Because the Lord is observing and watching what we do, right? As men and as women, right? And I'm not here to act or think that I'm better than anybody when I'm not. So if y'all can, bear with me real quick. Bear with me real quick. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I still got enough battery, so I might as well continue to keep it going. And if anybody got precepts, you can always drop it in the comment section. or a question, something. Let me see if anybody dropped. Oh, Sam did. Oh, shoot. Shalom, King. Revelation 16:2, it says, "And the first went and poured out his veil upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image." Ooh, dang, I missed that one. See, my screen didn't tell me. My screen didn't tell me, live chat. Yeah, there we go. I'm tight. It didn't tell me. It didn't show me you dropped the precept. I'm dry tight. You know, that brother needed that, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord not playing, man. The brother did a beautiful video. Actually, I'm gonna even show y'all. Go check out my brother video. Go get that edification if need be. Right? I'm gonna show you. My brother Samuel Judah, he did a video on this. Right here. It's called, what is it called again? Isn't it called Prime Mark? Hold on. Yeah, it's called Prime Mark. Right? This is his video. It's in our backyard. Go subscribe. Subscribe to my brother Judah's YouTube. Daily edification, man. Daily edification. Daily edification. You know what? Just because I said that, let's get something on that. Hold on. Let's get something on that right now. It's Ephesians 4:9. And this goes off of being occupied in the ministry of the Lord, too. Ephesians, I think it was Ephesians 4:29. Yes, this is Ephesians 4:29. It says, "Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers." Right? And this is what we out here for, to give out edification, knowledge, understanding of the ministry of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Right? Let's get another one, which is 1 Corinthians 14:3. "But he that prophesieth speaketh unto men to edification and exhortation and comfort." And this is what we out here for. We should be speaking that comfort, that exhortation, and that edification for the heirs of the seeds, man. The heirs of the sheep, right? And the sheep is going to hear it, and they're going to compel their ears to it, right? To understand that the ministry is not for everybody. To understand that Israel need to wake up and understand that this is their adoption, right? Romans, the 9th chapter, verse 4. It says, "Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of the Most High and the promises," right? Let's go to Exodus 4:22. We are out here to give out the edification to our nation and our nation only. Let alone we're going to be teaching, and there's going to be other nations around, right? If they hear it, they hear it. Let alone when it comes to talk about the destruction on these nations, let alone Esau, they're going to hear it, and they're going to have to receive it. This is Exodus chapter 4, verse 22. Somebody out here sound like a damn monkey. It says, "And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, Thus saith Yahweh Bashem Shai, Israel is my son, even my firstborn." The nation of Israel is the firstborn of Yahweh Bashem Shai. And through the Spirit, we constantly kept hearing it, right? Yahweh Shai is the firstborn of all creations. Adam is the firstborn. right, of out of the generation of the Adamites. Then um, you have through the spirit, Esau came out first, but really, Jacob had the firstborn blessing. Ishmael, he considered not his heir, but the firstborn was supposed to get the heir. So Isaac is symbolic to the firstborn. Jacob is the firstborn, right? And we are the Lord's firstborn, man, right? The Lord cherishes us, right? And that's why it's a treasure to know that the Lord is going to save us from the hands of our enemies, right? And we're going to keep on going. We're going to go to Deuteronomy. We go in the old verses, man. Deuteronomy 14:2. Right? Because some people are like, oh man, the Bible's, man, bro, I feel a little hate and hostility from you, man. Hey, I hate the condition we in. This is Deuteronomy 14:2. For thou art an holy people unto thy power, and Yahweh Shem Shai has chosen thee to be a peculiar people, special people unto himself, above all the nations that are upon the face of the earth. Right? We are special to the Lord, man. Special to the Lord. And this is why we should be cherishing that we are special to the Lord. Let's go to a precept in the New Testament, Acts chapter 3. Acts chapter 3, verse 23. Acts chapter 3, verse 23 to 25. It says, and it shall come to pass that every soul which will not hear that prophet shall be destroyed from among the people, which is technically talking about Hamashiach Yahushai, going into Deuteronomy, the 18th chapter, verse 15, and Deuteronomy 18, verse the 18th verse. Right? It says, yeah, all the prophets from Samuel and those that follow after, as many have spoken, have likewise foretold of these days. So they all were speaking of Hamashiach Yahushai. Right? That's why when you read in Samuel, you'll understand the one verse that is directed to Samuel is really directed, the one verse that's directed to Solomon is really directed to Yahushai, which is right here. 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, wait, hold on. I gotta keep my finger where it's at. 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 12. And when thy days be fulfilled, thou shalt sleep with thy fathers. I will set up thy seed after thee, which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom. Yes, this is talking about Solomon in the flesh, right? But in the spirit, all our forefathers who were teachers of the ministry of the Lord was establishing the kingdom, establishing this role, establishing the foundation of Yahweh Shem Shai. It's plain. It's Ephesians the Ephesians chapter 2, verse 20. Built it on the apostles and the prophets, and Yahushua is the chief cornerstone. It says, and he shall build a house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. Solomon is not here forever, right? Let alone, yes, Solomon built the temple, but right now, through the Spirit, what we doing now, we're through the Spirit, the power of Yahweh Shem Shai, we're rebuilding the tabernacles of Yahweh Shem Shai, right? And when Yahweh Shai come back, he's going to establish it, and that the house of the Lord would never be broken down, right? It says, and I will be his father, and he shall be my son. If he commit iniquity, and I will chasten him with a rod of men, and with the stripes of the children of men, right? And guess what? Solomon didn't get hit with no rod. He didn't get the stripes of men. But later on, who did? Hamashiach Yahushai. Anybody can show a scripture of Solomon getting hit with many strips like men. Show me when Solomon got beat, got ridiculed, right? I know that he died and his kingdom went in the hands of the northern and his son. The northern kingdom, you got Jeroboam and Rehoboam. The kingdom got split. Let's read that verse again. It says, I will be his father, and he shall be my son, If he commit iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men and with the stripes of the children of men, right? With the stripes of the children of men. In the first verse you would think of, if you got the spirit on you, Isaiah 53, right? Let's see if Yahweh Shai get, we can go to, we're going to start at verse 4. This Isaiah 53 verse 4 says, surely he have borne our griefs and carried our sorrows, yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of the Most High, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities, and the chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. Right? And it just said in Samuel, with the stripes of the children of men. Right? But guess what? It might be too hard for you because Solomon committed, what did he do? He started making sacrifices to idols just because of his wives, just to please them. Hey, man, all right, shut up. Hey, I got you. That's Solomon. That's what he did. But that's going off. When you look at the law, that's going off. And that's why the Lord, just the same thing with David. What happened? David laid with his right-hand man, Uriah's wife. And the Lord killed his son, put a sickness on him. Then he gave him another son and other kids, right? But it was a judgment, right? Just like Saul. Saul did something in the kingdom. He kept doing something. Then guess what? Later on, the Lord stripped that spirit from him and gave it to somebody else and anointed David, right? The Lord is not playing. That's why you have to double up and be occupied in the ministry of the Lord, right? That's why I can understand when the Lord put that deep sleep on on Adam, so that he did not commit whoredom, laying with another a woman outside his kindred, out of his nation, out of his tribe, right? And that might be too deep for some people, right? But let's go back to Acts chapter 3, verse 22. It says, for Moses truly said unto the fathers, a prophet shall Yahweh Shemashah your power raise up unto you of your brethren, like unto me. Him shall ye hear in all things whatsoever he shall say unto you. And it shall come to pass that every soul which will not hear the prophet shall be destroyed from among the people. Yeah, and all the prophets from Samuel and those that follow after, as many as have spoken, have likewise foretold of these days. Ye are the children of the prophets, and of the covenant which the Most High made with our fathers, saying unto Abraham, and in thy seed shall all the kindreds of the earth be blessed. They're going to be blessed because Israel is going to be in many nations. Let alone the Lord did say, bless them that bless you and curse them that curse you. Show me a nation right now that blessed Israel. Number one blessing you should be looking for is a nation trying to tell you the truth. A nation giving back things they stole from you. A nation actually admitting, you know what? These are the true children of Israel. We're aligned. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of nations is gonna get a beautiful, rude awakening when Hamashiach Yahweh Shai come, right? And this is why, and I respect when brothers back then was like, yo, brothers is not speaking enough about Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, right? And that's what we gotta do. And the number one thing to speak on Yahweh Shai is prophecies. All right, nobody dropped the precept. Number one thing is to talk of prophecies, right? Right? This one is what we, Lord willing, we can be a part of this, right? This is Ezekiel 36, verse 23. It says, and I will sanctify my great name, which was profane among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathen shall know that I am Yahweh Shema Shai, saith Yahweh Shema Shai power, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. And we're waiting to be sanctified in the eyes of these nations, man, right? But slowly and surely, a lot of us is actually coming out that shell. And you can see they coming up with banning the Bible here. They calling it, oh, the black Hebrew Israelites, the hate group, this. A lot of people outside of Israel and Israel are noticing who we is, right? And eventually it's going to be a real eye-opener when Yahweh Shai cracked that sky and he's coming to get us, man. Y'all can't see, but it's just like this plane right here, man. Right? We're going to be able to see him all the way from the east while you in the west. Can't wait for that day. Can't wait for that day. Pray for that day. Get right before that day. Right? Be patient for that day. Right? It says, and I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries and will bring you into your own land. This is a full-blown prophecy that you should be waiting on. Like, we really waiting. I can't wait to get out of here, Lord. Please come get me now. Get me today. Come get me tomorrow. Man, I wish you would have came and got me yesterday, right? We want the Lord to come get us out of all countries, man, where all our brothers is at. Different skin flavors, talking different accent, standing tall, looking different. And some of our brothers and sisters look like some white chocolate covered Edomites, but they Israelites, like Blake Griffin, Drake's son, right? We got some that might look like they Hamites, but they not. They're Israelites, right? And hurrying up seeing Edomite, oh, you're Esau, and you let one come up, and they'll tell you, oh, no, I'm Indian. I come from Cherokee. It is some real Indians out here that might look like Esau, right? And nobody can never just sit here and think Israel is just one color. No, we different shades of brown. We're a speckled bird. But that's why that veil is not open to everybody, right? Verse 25, it says, then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean, right? And this is not talking about being baptized, that real water, this wisdom, this knowledge and understanding. Because the only way we could be clean for when the Lord come is through his wisdom and his knowledge and his understanding. So right now, through the Spirit, a lot of us is being cleansed. But we ain't get that real cleanse when he beam us up, right? Get that mortal body. It says, clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean from all your filthiness and from all your idols will cleanse you. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh. And I will put my spirit within you, and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments and do them. And ye shall dwell in the land that I gave to your fathers, and ye shall be my people, and I will be your power. Right? And we are not in our land. We are not. We are not in our land. Right? This place is gonna get destroyed. How can this be our land? Our land is where the Lord put us at. Right? That whole Garden of Eden. That whole Garden of Eden is ours. Israel all the way to Summer. Israel all the way to Assyria. Israel all the way to Pashan River. Israel all the way to the Euphrates and the Tigris River. Eden all the way to the Nile River. Step your game up. Our land is very vast, and this is gonna be a beautiful thing. Call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai, Lord willing, we are that number, and we get to actually see that, man. It's gonna be amazing on that day to see the fall of your enemies, right? It's gonna be a beautiful day, right? And a lot of people gonna be starstruck. You know, like when you see a star, I don't know if y'all ever seen one, when they come up close to you and you be like, oh my goodness, it's Drake. Oh my goodness. We gonna be starstruck. A lot of people that's not serious about the Lord, they're gonna be starstruck when they see Hamashiach Yahweh Shai coming on a cloud. A lot of them is gonna be starstruck. A lot of them is gonna be starstruck. Where was I at? Ezekiel 36. I want to get this other precept. Because, man, shoot, I want a new spirit. This is Isaiah 59:21. It says, as for me, this is my covenant with them, saith Yahweh Shemashai, my spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, saith Yahweh Shemashai, from henceforth and forever. So, man, you got to be thankful even if you in this ministry. Hey, and you should ponder. Your father's father, somebody through the Spirit, 3-4 generations before you, had to be in this ministry. Because how is it you here now and you're in this ministry? How is it you here now and you're trying to seek truth? You're trying to find for it. You're looking for it. You know what I'm saying? You have to, I always be trying to think like 3-4 generations ago, was I in here? I probably had to. Because if you were once a prophet, you come back as a prophet. Let alone, you got to think, what about your wife? If you're a prophet, a woman that is married to a prophet is a prophetess, she must have was a prophetess in her old life, right? And this is why it's so amazing. And I got to bring out a scripture I always bring out. 1 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 12. And I thank Hamashiach Yahushua our Lord, who have enabled me, for that he counted me faithful, putting me into the ministry, right? The Lord put you in the ministry, guess what? You better not fucking play around with this, because the Lord can take you right out. And guess what? If you get taken out and you still remember Hebrew a little bit, however, whatever you was remember, if you remember some precepts, you remember breakdowns, you remember lessons, you remember your precepts, the hard ones, the easy ones, guess what? That light is still in you, man. You know what I'm saying? But you could get out this thing and then you might not even remember precepts, man. You might not even have the urge to pray. Guess what? The Lord probably blew out your candle. The Lord probably blew out your candle. But if you can remember some precepts, the Lord he didn't all the way blow out your candle, brother. Right? I'm trying to get that precept. I thought it was actually in chapter. I thought it was a different chapter I was looking at. But let's just check this one. Revelation chapter 2. I'm thinking it was in a different chapter. Chapter 2. Where was it? Chapter 2 and what? 4 to 8. Oh yeah, okay. This is Revelation chapter 2 verse 3. It has borne it has patience, and my namesake has labored and has not fainted, right? And that's what this is about, laboring for the Lord. Let alone we labor for the sheep. And you shouldn't faint. Now, if you faint, that's the Lord. That's that Lord putting that tiredness in you. You know what, man? It's not working, man. And guess what? I'm not gonna lie, it is taking a minute. But at the end of the day, to get that kingdom, man, you gotta work for it. So who am I? Let me just shut up and talk about this is taking too long. The Lord is never early, never late. He is always on time. It's just we ain't never on time. We take too damn long, man. The Lord created us. We didn't create him, right? It says, nevertheless, I have somewhat against thee, because thou hast left my first love, right? Which is the first love of Yahweh Shema Shai. I'm going to keep reading that, but I'm going to actually go to this joint right here, right? It says, you left my first love. That is not it. Oh, I'm going to leave that what I just seen. Verse 5. It says, remember therefore from whence thou art fallen, and repent, and do the first works, right? And the first works is keeping the righteous acts of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Your first acts is really believing in the Lord. Because even believing in those commandments, you got to believe in the Lord. Your first acts is faith. And we could keep on going because everything in this ministry go hand in hand, right? What is your first works? Reading. What's your first works? Praying. I'm saying everything because it said works. It don't say work, your first work. It said first works, right? Before I got in this truth, the first work I did was pray. But I didn't fully pray. I was like being sincere, like, Lord, how I got this Bible and I ain't never even read it. I was serious about that. He let me read, but I was smoking weed high as a kite, and that shit got me confounded. Then it came to that I had to start reading, right? But then I stopped reading, and the Lord left me here, right? The brother Sam put Galatians 6 and 9. See? Wow, that brother, man, see, why my phone not showing me this brother dropping precepts, man? I got to read. It says, it's got a broad, con. Okay, this is Galatians 6 and 9. It says, let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. Come on. That's a goal, man. To reap what you sown, all that work that paid off, and the Lord said, hey, this is what you get to rule cities. Let alone before ruling cities, you get the changing of it, you get a twinkling of an eye. Before all of that, you getting beamed up. Before all of that, and it goes with getting beamed up, Jacob trouble come and you get saved out of it. That shit right there, you getting beamed up, show your work was being paid off. You standing looking at the fall of your enemies. It paid off. Getting a glorified body, getting that incorruptible body, that immortal flesh. It paid off. Oh man. Yo, not teaching your brothers no more. It paid off. That's a good one, bro. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh man, this is why I love when it says you reap what you sow. Let alone you have to endure to the end, what I'm going to bring after this. It says, remember therefore from whence thou art fallen, and repent and do the first works, or else I will come unto you. I will come unto thee quickly, and will remove thy candlestick out of his place, except thou repent. So if you don't repent, you even got to repent when you stop doing the work of the Lord. What spirit is that? If the Lord put it on you to teach this word and you like, man, I'm not about to do this no more, you got to repent for that. Then now you building up a lazy ass spirit. Oh, I don't want to teach no more. I don't want to labor, man. This is not. You got brothers that say, I don't want to teach because nobody ain't listening. I don't care about that. Brothers are going to do what they going to do. It's spirits out here, man. I don't give it. Man, if none of them listen, I'm not here for everybody. I mean, just like this brother, look, that's the dude I live now. He always cussing. It was a dude riding the bike. He said he see me all the time. And he see me and my brothers teaching here from time to time. But he says, I always see you. Today, the Lord chose to have him pull over, right? Lord willing, he start watching these videos and he get on the comment section and start asking questions. But I can't force him. It has to be the Lord that actually draw you, just like this man on the bike, man. Right? You read what you see that? This man go, and this is the neighbor I live near. He reaping whatever he sowed, whatever he doing, he's dealing with it right now, right? Men are going to become mad men out here. The love of many is going to wax old, right? Let me get this precept, and I bet you it goes what I just said. Matthew 24, verse 12 and 13. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Right? The love of many shall wax cold. But if you don't endure to the end, that's you fainting out of this thing. Guess what? You will not make it. But whoever endures, keep putting that armor on, you're going to be saved out of this hellhole. You're going to be saved out of this Jacob trouble. Right? You're going to be relieved from duty. Your course is finished. But nigga, our course is not finished. Every day you got to clock in. Every day you got to wake up and say good morning to your family and you can see the stress that's going on in society, guess what? Your course is not finished, right? I remember my brother, right? My brother Sam, he always be like, man, every time I might want to do a lesson, you never know. I understand what the elder Tahar was saying, that you'll have troubles in the flesh, if you do get married. And I even understanding more that sometimes it will take away from your teaching, right? Sometimes it takes away from your focus, right? Let alone women has a body that, it comes to, certain things. Yeah. And sometimes your mind might not even be on it, but her mind might. And then it might come, yo, just take a little minute break and just come here. And then after you do it, sometimes that might take away your thought of you, what you teaching, right? And being in this world, our mind always go left. It can go left real quick. Guess what? You might have a desire for, if you don't write it down, sometimes that joint can leave you. And it happened to me sometimes. I might even just go to the bathroom or take a shower. And if I'm not thinking about what I'm trying to bring out, I would leave it. It will leave me, right? And I can understand when a brother might want to do a lesson, or if he want to get around the brothers, he haven't seen them all week. Oh, no, how about you take a vacation? How about you don't go out this week? How about you come over here first before you go to camp, then you go, and then you late to camp, right? Brothers might need your tripod, right? When it's time to serve the Lord, everything must be put on pause. Shit, sometimes some things get put on stop. Stop. And hey, next week, the next day. If we don't make it the next day, Lord willing, we get to one of them days, right? I ain't gonna lie, this truth don't stop for nobody. Nobody. Your great-great-grandmother, your mother, your sister, your kids, even you. Even if you don't want to do a lesson, the Lord is gonna have somebody else do it, right? This is Philippians uh 1:9. It says, in this I pray that your love may abound yet more and more in knowledge and in all judgment. Whoo! And that judgment even goes into us speaking in prophecy. That judgment even go into the Lord when our brothers is going away from the ways of the Lord, right? You could tell your brothers and sisters prophecies of if they keep rebelling against the Lord, hey, you're going to get a smooth destruction. Just like Boosie Badass. Going to jail is not his only thing. He better repent to the Lord about him cursing out the Lord about eating fucking pork. Man, before he talk about a bag of money, talking about the ranger community, before you talk about all of them, you need to go repent. Because that little jail thing is just a little suffering. That's a little taste of it. But what you gonna really get when you curse the Lord, right? Right? Blasphemy of the spirit, you gonna get the best judgment your damn ass get, right? Philippians chapter 3, verse 13. Oh, my brother dropped another one. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier for Yahushua Hamashiach. Drop the fourth verse too, Sam. Drop the fourth verse. It says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Hamashiach Yahushua. I'm going to say it again. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Hamashiach. You have to endure long suffering, right? How can you even say you in this thing if you're not suffering? You could tell if you're suffering when you complaining. Damn, man, this man, damn, this. Oh, man, my wife, that. Oh, man, this. That's how you know when the Lord is whooping that. He tapping that butt, right? I can actually just go to it, King. I think I'm right here. I think I might get it before you even drop it. Oh, look, he got it before I even said it. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 4. It says, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of his life, that he may please him who have chose him to be a soldier. Don't entangle yourself with the affairs of this life. Women, kids. Hey, you gonna love them. Hey, I love you, but I love you less. Guess what? Hey, baby. Hey, son. Hey. hey. All of this is gonna pay off. Let me study a little more. Let me read more. Let me meditate. Let me get a fast in, right? Hey, how about this? You come pray with me. You come fast. How about, hey, we go over precepts or something? How about you help me with this ministry? You know what I'm saying? Hey, well, what lesson do you want to go over to kids? Now, how about we do that? We can make that intimate, right? But let's not entangle ourselves. Oh, let's go rollerblading. We doing it every week. Every week. You know what I'm saying? But if I got to go skating with my household every week and we ain't even getting skated in these scriptures, that's a problem. And half the time, I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to do nothing. Because let alone, yo, it distracts your kid when they think about play, play, play. But I understand. Everybody's not gonna get it as fast as you or take it serious like you, and that's fine. But I'm about to tell you this, because I'm a human in the flesh. I'm not gonna want to play I'm not gonna want to play with you. That's a fact, and nobody can make me do something I don't want to do. If I could tell somebody not serious about this, that's fine. I ain't gonna push it on you. But you want to go throw the baseball, the soccer, or basketball. You want to play tennis. I'm sorry, I don't have a desire for it. Because when it came to like trying to do a lesson, a chapter, watch this video or this movie to get inspiration, and you not taking it serious, I ain't gonna lie. We play. I'm gonna be throwing a football. You see, look, you see how serious you is at catching this damn baseball or this football? Why you ain't serious when it come to these damn scriptures? I'm gonna start throwing it harder. You know, no, I'm good. I'm not about to put my entertaining on something outside his ministry. 2 Timothy 2:10, it says, therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they might also obtain the salvation which is in Hamashiach Yahushai with eternal glory. Yo, I got another precept for that. Yo, Sam is on fire. I got a precept, right? Right before we bring out the Philippians, right? Come on, let me get it. You know, because we doing this for the elect's sake. And if you're doing this for the elect's sake, guess what? We don't labor for ourselves. This is, where is it? This is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 33, verse 17. Consider that I labor not for myself only, but for all them that seek learning, right? We don't labor for ourselves. We labor for the ones that seek the learning. Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 24:34. Behold that I have not labored for myself only, but for all them that seek wisdom. We are laboring for the ones that seeking wisdom. We are laboring for the ones that desire wisdom. We are laboring for the ones that pray for wisdom. We're not laboring for ourselves. Who am I? I'm not getting in that damn door by myself, right? We're laboring for the hopeful elect that's scattered abroad, right? Just off of the one precept my brother Sam dropped. Where is it? James chapter 1, verse 1. James, a servant of the Most High and of the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Greeting, right? That's who we out here laboring for, the 12 tribes of Israel. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 2. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us. Ooh, if we deny him, he gonna also, ooh, what's the precept in the gospel? He said, hold on, I gotta get this before Sam even know. I know he know what I'm talking about. Oh man. Ooh, oh man, Sam, I ain't gonna even say it. I'm gonna get it. Let's see let's make sure he don't get it before I do. Let me make sure, because you never know. Brothers be on it. This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 21 to 23. It says, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many shall say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. See, the Lord would deny you, man. You did all this work, but a lot of us be so prideful, right? And that's why I even gotta pray for myself, man, to even be acceptable and worthy in the eyes of the Lord, right? Because sometimes you could be doing something, and it might not even be good enough. You might think you humble, but you not humble enough. You think you patient, but you ain't patient enough. Soon as thing hit you, I know sometimes I get, when something not working, even with my phone or the internet, guess what? It'd be like the littlest things. I gotta work on my patience. Hey, you might be driving and you get road rage. Somebody driving slow. Nigga, where the hell, what you trying to speed race? So, hey, I gotta work on that. You know what I'm saying? Things might not go your way. I've been around. I got a brother that read this book twice in 8 months. I haven't even read this whole thing. I might have an attitude with that, but I know I'm not like him. The Lord would have me read a chapter or a verse, and that's how I came up with ask for wisdom like Solomon. That came from me reading a few chapters. Next thing you know, boom, the Lord works with everybody different. Just get in where you fit in. You have to endure to the end. And if you don't endure until you end, guess what? You might not be that fold, right? And it goes into discipline. Wisdom of Solomon 16:17. For the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love, right? You gotta love Yahweh Shem Shai, man, right? The laws put you in your place. That's discipline. Faith, if you continue to work on your faith, so it's not a wavering. Guess what? That builds discipline, right? We have to fight that good fight, which is spiritually and mentally. Then, when we get beamed up, it's gonna become physically, right? Our battle is spiritual, right? Before you pick up a carnal ass weapon to think to defend yourself, the Lord says, any man that save his life shall lose his life. Any man that loses his life for my sake. Me and my brothers did not have no gun when that man from the falls came with a gun. If he would have shot us, we would have been out of luck. Maybe we could have ducked or something. But if he would have put it out quick, it would have, hey, we was teaching the word of Yahweh Bashem Mashai. Huh? You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that, what the heck I was about to say? You know what I'm saying? This ministry is about stealth. I think I'm saying it right. This ministry is about stealth. Let me actually get that definition, right? I bet you me saying that, Sam might even do a video on it. He quit. He quit. Stealth. Stealth mean caution and repetition, action or movement. Secretiveness. The adjective is chiefly of aircraft. No, that's not what I want. What is being stealth mean? Intended to attract attention, right? Oh, I ain't gonna even lie. The more you teach, it brings in attention too. It brings attention to the seekers, the ones that seeking out wisdom, the ones that have a desire for wisdom, the one that desires discipline. That's who it is for. That's why we have to have stealth in this thing. It's not about, oh, who's viewing, because I know brothers always say it's not about your views. Just constantly teach the word and the Lord will bring it to where it has to be. Have stealth, be continuous, and it's about your word being seen. Not you, your word being seen. Your word bringing the attention in. This is Ecclesiastes 4:11. Sirach 4:11. Wisdom exalteth her children and layeth hold of them that seek her. So this is why brothers is always abound in doing a video. They're abound in the truth. Is because wisdom is holding you tightly. Just like that blanket when you're laying down. Just like your mother when you got a boo-boo and she holds you. Wisdom is holding you and not letting you go. And that's the same with you. When you get a hold of wisdom, never let her go. Philippians chapter 3, verse 3 to 16, it says, Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, like Lot's wife. Forget the things that you left behind forget them, right? And reaching forth unto those things which are before, which is the kingdom, right? Things above. I press towards the mark for the prize of the high calling of the Most High in Hamashiach Yahushai. Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded. And if in anything ye be otherwise minded, the Most High shall reveal this unto you. Nevertheless, whereto we have already attained, let us walk by the same rule. Let us mind the same thing, right? And I ain't gonna lie, through the Spirit, the hopeful elect already got the kingdom. They already got the kingdom. Through the Spirit, they probably already in the kingdom. It's just we're in this wicked flesh. Our time is slower. So we have to move in our time, and Lord willing, we'll be of that number and we'll be able to receive that and obtain that glory, right? And obtain that power, right? You get that power, I ain't gonna lie, we're gonna be gods. We're gonna be real gods, right? We're gods in the flesh, but when we get that obtained, when we obtain in the spirit, we're gonna be real, we're gonna become real gods, man. It's like Power Rangers. They look normal, and then when they get that mega force and they turn into something, that's how we gonna be. The Lord gonna give us that mega force. He gonna give us that go, right? The Lord gonna give us that go, which we patiently should be waiting for, right? Desire the day of the Lord. Okay, let's see what we should get. Actually, I do got one. Let me see where he say. He said it was a verse. Where is it? Okay, this is really going into faith right here, man. This is going into Yahushai Hills, the Centurion servant, which is just a Roman guard, right? And I'm gonna start at the top. It's verse 5. It says, "And when Yahushai was entered into the Capernaum, there came unto him a centurion, beseeching him, and saying, Lord, my servant lieth at home, sick of the palsy, grievously tormented. Yahushua saith unto him, I will come and heal him. The centurion answered and said, Lord, I am not worthy that thou shouldest come under my roof, but speak the word only, and my servant shall be healed." Right? And that was the main point, man. He told Hamashiach Yahushua, just speak a word and he'll be healed. Right now, you see brothers teaching a word, and I bet you this centurion has more faith than all of us right now, because a lot of us always, oh man, now that don't make sense. We'll contradict this word, but before you even read, believe it and accept. You know what? This right here, I might not understand it. This right here, I might not understand it. It's nothing wrong with saying that, but oh man, this right here don't make sense. The Lord will not let something not make sense in this thing, but in your spirit, He will make sure you don't have the sense of it, because uh, it's another one. This is Daniel chapter 2 again, right? Because the Lord revealed His knowledge to who He reveals it to, right? This is Daniel chapter 2, and I am going to start at 19. And it says, Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision. Then Daniel blessed the Most High of heaven. Daniel answered and said, Blessed be the name of the Most High forever and ever. For wisdom and might are his. He changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and set up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge unto them that know understanding. He revealeth the deep in the secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him. Yahweh Shem Yahushai will reveal the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. He will reveal it to the meek. The Lord will reveal it to the patient, right? Just like some of our brothers out here now. right? You got a brother across the street, seen a girl, she did look beautiful. She did. And and there's nothing wrong with it. A brother can have any girl he want. I'm just using this from what I'm saying, just to in a spiritual way. That woman is symbolic to wisdom. And this man is an Israelite man. And he's not upholding wisdom when she's not around. He's not seeking for her, looking for her. Like the movie Free Guy, he wasn't looking for her and all of this, but when he comes out, he sees her beauty. He sees her beauty and then don't know what to do and want to holler at her like she's normal. Wisdom is special, right? This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 2. I loved her and sought her out from my youth. I desired to make her my spouse, and I was a lover of her beauty, right? If you love wisdom, you are seeking her out your youth. The brother looked at me and then looked away and then looked at her. Hey, I have that physical wisdom spiritually in my hand. In the same way he hollering at her, he could have hollered at me to see what I was talking about like the other brother. You have a lot of, look, this is what I'm saying. I always come out here, most of the time I do. It be other nations that ask me questions more than Jake that be out here, man. It's a man over here chilling, doing this thing, and he listening more than Jake. And I just believe out of me, but I didn't go to him. He might not be our nation, but he's listening. This is how I know the ministry is not for everybody. It's only for the few. Only the few are going to grasp this. And I'm not going to be butthurt like, oh man, yeah, you're going to say Israel don't get this. That's a total freaking fact because the Lord said Israel will not get this, right? We want to say we the best ball players, the best dressers. We look the best. Our women is fine. You right. But we are the most stupidest people when it comes to knowledge of Yahweh Shem Shai. Proverbs 12. Proverbs 12 and 1. It says, whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge, but he that hateth reproof is brutish. You know another reason why the Lord might not bring people to this knowledge at the time that he might is because he know that they don't have a love for instruction and knowledge. So this is why they're brutish. If they hate reproof, hate to be corrected, hate to be guided, guess what? This is why some brother, oh man, I'm going to learn from my own. Guess what? The Lord will make you not want to watch a brother teach. This is a fact. If I watch a brother teach, I'm not going to lie, it's going to be hard because while I'm watching, it's going to make me want to do a lesson. But if your spirit is not, you want to do it all on your own, the Lord will make you run circles around your own self and you'll be confused and you start coming up with your own thing. I'm not going to lie, it's nothing wrong with yielding to men that's more sincere to this ministry. It's just like a teacher. When you go to school, half these kids still go to college. If you don't want to learn from another man, you in class and you allowing your teacher to tell you, open up your textbook to page 26. He guiding you on this subject. Why you can't be guided with the spiritual subject of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? Man, I ain't gonna lie, we just gonna keep going on something. I think that Daniel was pretty good, right? Because the king couldn't know about his dreams. And then, and that's even better to stay in this moment because a lot of us don't understand the vision that the Lord has for us. A lot of us don't understand the ministry that the Lord has for us, but the Lord set up people to give you the wisdom and knowledge and understanding, right? Before I keep going on that, we can go to this precept. 1 Samuel chapter 9, verse 9. And it says this. It says, before a time in Israel, when a man went out to inquire of the Lord, want a message of the Lord, thus he spake, come and let us go to the seer. For he that is now called a prophet was before time called a seer, right? So every man and every woman, when they wanted a message from the Lord, wanted to understand what the Lord, why he did this, What are we supposed to do? They went to a prophet, right? And this is why the Lord says things will be revealed. So when you read Daniel chapter 2, verse 14 to 30, it shows you that it says the dream is revealed to Daniel, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the Daniel dream, right? And that's from verse 31 to 45. And I know dang well we ain't going to read all of them. But verse 31, it says, "Oh, thou, O king, sawest, and behold, a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible." Right? And I can show you a picture of that form. Let's put more frankincense in here, man. If the Lord allowing it, might as well just put a little more frankincense since we out here. And I'm going to show you a picture of the image he's seeing before we even get to the description of the image. And it was terrifying. Imagine sleeping. Sometimes you have certain dreams. And you be like, man, that dream was scary. We talking about Daniel having a dream, right? So let me show you this the statue. And I know a lot of people probably already know, but that's good for you. You just all better because this makes it deeper. For him to have a dream, he's breaking it down. We have the scriptures. We're breaking it down. So we need to stop being stubborn and just let the word come out and then write the precepts and then go read them for yourself. I think I got a few pictures of the statue. Nope, I deleted a lot of them. So I only see one of them right here. Is that one? I'm gonna show you two pictures. This is the statue. This is the statue he's seen. But in the description wise, this is what it would be when you describe it. And that's really in Daniel chapter 2. Daniel chapter 2 is where where he actually get the vision of it. And in chapter 7 is when he actually break down the kingdoms. Right? It says the "Thou, O king, sawest, and behold, a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. The image head was of fine gold, his breasts and his arms of silver, and his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, Salaki, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and break them in pieces." And that stone, the stone, which I showed you in the first picture, would be Hamashiach Yahushai. That's why when you see in scriptures, it says he is the cornerstone, right? Yahushai is going to be that stone that's going to break down all of these kingdoms. And when he take this kingdom, he took all kingdoms because each kingdom had to fall. Boom, 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 boom. But all of them kingdoms fell by the power of Yahweh Shem Al Shai. And this last kingdom is going to fall physically by Mashiach's coming, right? It says, "Then was the iron of the clay, the brass, and the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like the shaft of the summer threshing floors. And the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain, and filled the whole earth. This is the dream, and we will tell the interpretation thereof before the king. Thou, O king, art king of kings. For the God of heaven have given thee a kingdom, power, strength, and glory." Right? And this shows you the Lord is the one that gave all these rulers kingdom or power, just like Saul, David, Solomon, just like Abimelech and the scriptures of Genesis, right? What he did with Abraham, what he did with Lot, the rulers in Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Uh, uh, from the Babylon, Babylon captivity, the Assyrians, the Persian Medes, even just the Persians, even just the Medes by themselves, the Greeks, the Romans, the Arabs, the Africans, each kingdom, the Mali Empire, the Lord gave many kings their rule and their power. But in this time, Nebuchadnezzar was king of kings, and his kingdom was going to fall, but Yahweh was going to appoint Yahweh Shai, king of kings, lord of lords, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I just put this in your mind. I remember my Jeremiah said, put it in your mind, a kingdom. I think Jeremiah and Sam said this. Put it on your mind, a kingdom never ending. Put it in your mind, a kingdom never ending. Put it in your mind, never dying. Just think about it. That's a kingdom never ending. I never seen that. We never seen that. Now, we might say, man, this kingdom is lasting forever. Each kingdom got to end. Everything. That's why, we'll read this. Ecclesiastes, what I always bring out, you know what I'm saying? Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. It says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And the patience in the spirit is better than the proud in spirit. Right? Better is the end of a thing. And guess what? 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. Esau is the end of the world. Right? So better is the end of a thing. And we can't even wait for it. We can't wait for it. You know, we're going to be dancing. When you go to Psalms 149, you're going to be singing on your beds, man. Praising Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Right? Well, shoot, I wonder what we're going to be doing on the chariot. Praising the Lord that we seeing it fall on our enemies, man. And it's going to be a breath of fresh air. Yes. Oh, man. Just imagine waking up and all hell breaking loose. Just imagine waking up in Jacob trouble. And it's just like things, man, we're waiting for things to unravel. The first thing is that our temptation, ushering in that charagma. That need to be stepping stone. They need to fully be here. Guess what? When some of these prophecies that some of us got mixed up, I'm telling you, that joint gonna come and they gonna be like this. They gonna slide over. Hey, yo, hey. So they did have that prophecy right. You know, I'm not saying them better than nobody. I don't think nobody's better than nobody, but the Lord put levels on brothers when it come to the ministry, when it come to breaking this down. But if you got flesh, I got flesh, I'm telling you, you're not better than me. You know what I'm saying? You had to get right with the Lord. You got to read. You got to pray. Yeah, you're not better than me. But when it comes to this ministry, breaking these scriptures down, oh, the Lord appointed brothers to go on a deeper level. Like deep blue sea level. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to take that away from who the Lord appointed to be deep in these scriptures, man. Right? Lord willing, I don't have to do that. Like Gorilla said in the one video, he said, man, these elders, they already paved the way all the way from Masha down. They paved the way. It's just now the Lord increases that we can add volume to this, right? And all we got to do is just teach, bring in the history and line them up. That's all we got to do. And when you read, it helps you add all things and put them together, put them in their right perspective. And when you read a lot, it helps when somebody asks you a question, you can give them an answer. But I ain't gonna lie, one brother told me, and I don't know if he moved, he said he was moving last week. When he asked me a question about the scriptures or asked me about Hebrews, and I tried to tell him, he said, nah, bro, that's too deep for me. Some people are afraid of you being too deep, right? Sometimes you gotta go straight to the point, but that's too deep, right? But the scriptures don't even say that. That just shows the Lord, how the Lord dealing with you, because if you only want everything to be simple, imagine you being in this joint for 10 years and you just still simple and your brother, I think you should tap in. That's why I'm thankful the Lord had my brother Daniela say, man, Gabar, I can't wait until you start dabbling into prophecies. I love them too much. Yaramayan, Sam talking about Asher, man, these brothers talking about them too much. Let alone they send you a video of the apostles, the elders, men down below, showing these brothers digging into prophecies, and it make you dig into them, read Wait, hold on. You looking at articles, next thing you know, it's there. It's there. So, verse 38, it says, and wheresoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field and the fowls of the heaven have he given unto thy hand, and have made thee ruler over all of them, a ruler over them all. Thou art this head of gold, right? And after thee shall arise another kingdom inferior to thee, and another third kingdom of brass, which shall bear rule over the whole earth. And the second ruler after the Babylonians is the Persian Medes. Then it is the third, which is the Greeks. And each time these rulers ruled, they brought their philosophies, the Babylonian, the Persian Medes. But through the power of the Lord made freaking Cyrus symbolic to a savior, because he allowed us to go back to our land and, build up our temple and all of that. Then the Greeks came in and they brought their whole philosophy around the whole world, languages, customs, beliefs, and they stripped you from yours like a stripper getting butt naked. Greeks made us get butt naked spiritually from Yahweh Shem Shai. And when you go in the first chapter, verse 10 down, you see it's some coon ass niggas in the Greek captivity that consented. It was like, man, we should cleave to his ways. You know what I'm saying? And this is how it is in America. A lot of us cleave to the ways of America. This is why it's so quick for us to consume the ways of our oppressors. We at verse 40. Let me just put a little more Frankie in here, man. We still mobile right now. The phone not dying yet. All praises. Man, it's amazing to see the history of the scriptures and how the Lord worked. Before, I ain't gonna lie, I have to be honest with everybody that's watching. I did not know the things that I know right now because I was not reading and I wasn't serious. I wasn't sincere. And that's a problem. My phone is slowly dying right now. That's a problem. You know what I'm saying? But now the Lord allowed me to grow and grasp what the heck is actually going on. You feel me? And that's all through his power, his grace. Oh, that stink?
Oh, I said it smelled good as hell.
Oh, that's amazing. All praises.
Yeah, they smell good as fuck.
That's good.
You can smell them all the way over here. They smell good.
Hey. That's beautiful, man. I ain't gonna lie, I just love the simple fact of seeing my brothers and sisters, even if they don't want to hear the word, man, you gotta let your light shine. You know what? We're gonna drop that Daniel and we're gonna bring that out and then we're gonna close it, man. Because a lot of people look at teaching this word as it's not a prophet. I remember I was dating a sister and they said, teaching the word don't pay the bills, but fighting do. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to understand, man, this, through the spirit, this do pay the bills, right? This do pay the bills, man. To get in the kingdom, it pay the bills spiritually. Right? So now this is Matthew the 5th chapter, verse 16 to 18. It says, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. So while we out here, the whole point is to let your light so shine until we get the hell up out of here, right? And then the Lord take us off these streets, man. And that goes off of this video that I'm going to constantly play on every one of my Facebook, YouTube videos. That's crazy. It's not letting me play. Hold on. I don't know. Maybe it's not playing because I took my internet off. See. Damn, they won't even let me play my daughter video? That's crazy. Well, if they're not going to let me play the video, it's nothing I could do. Right? So like I said, man, let your light so shine, right? And it's not about if you better than anybody. It's about shining your light so that, you know, the Lord can become great again in people's lives and in their mind and in their temple, right? I ain't better than nobody, and nobody damn sure ain't better than me. But I can tell you the Lord that I serve is better than me and you. So first and foremost, I want to give our praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahweh Shai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ. And of course, I want to give double honors where honor is due to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who've been ruling well through the Spirit, bringing forth 100% of Most High doctrines to the best of their ability. And the men on down that follow suit, that rule well through the Spirit, and for the hopeful elect scattered four corners of the earth and four corners of America in congregations and out congregations, teaching His word and believing His word. Lord willing, in that day, the Lord will have us singing the same song. And Lord willing, the Most High can continue to have the wives and the single sisters believing in this word. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. Till next time, Kwam Yasharella, Shalom. If I could do it, you could do it. If you could do it, I damn sure can do it.